Hello, someone there? Hello? Who is it? Guys, do you hear someone? Is there someone here? What can it be? What can it be? Oh, wait on. Is that what I think it is? Is that the new Canon EOS R5? I opened it upside down. Are you ready? So after 2.5 months of waiting, I finally have it. The brand new EOS R5 from Canon. Needless to say, I am super excited. I actually ordered the R6 because I was unable to get this and I had a couple jobs coming up where I really wanted a new focusing system compared to the Mark IV. What I'm actually shooting on right here is the Canon EOS R6, which has been an incredible camera. Talking about like slight differences as far as movie recording and as well as megapixel count, you know, I cannot tell you how excited I was just to have the R6. Being primarily a portrait photographer, having those couple extra pixels to kind of crop from is really going to make a difference when it comes to my fine art photography and, you know, high-end portraiture and all that kind of stuff. Either way, here it goes. We are going to open this baby up and I am going to show you how it's all set and done. So I'm gonna go over to this camera right here. Ooh, look at that. Okay, here we go. Should I smell it first? It smells like paper. Did you hear that? All right, just opening it up right now. I am actually obviously opening it up towards the camera. We have Canon registration card. Wow, that's cool. Hopefully it doesn't have any crazy details that you can steal my information from. We have image.canon, which is a Google Photos, Google Drive, Adobe Creative account, all kind of built in there together. Not 100% sure what that is. I'm kind of old school and I have everything through Lightroom. And then we have the giant book for the Canon EOS R5, which I will probably look at some point very briefly when I can't figure something out after hours of trying to figure something out. It is crazy big, crazy thick. Should I open this guy up? I'm doing it. Okay, I got so much plastic. Make sure, by the way, whenever you do an unboxing, that you actually recycle stuff. I know it's stupid to say in videos, but you know, this stuff can be brought to your local grocery store, whatever. And that's where we will put everything after we're all done in its proper place if you're not a box saver. Yeah, so many papers. It makes me so smart. Cool. So there we have it. Manual, some other little paperwork. Now we're getting next in here to, this would be your USB cable, which obviously is going to be USB-C. So if you have one of the new camera or new computers like this Mac, it's all USB-C. Makes it super easy. Thankfully, they're finally going to not everything having different type of USB cables. It also comes with a little attachment dongle. This way, if you are shooting tethered, it doesn't come out of the camera while you're in the middle of the shoot and make you look like. So that's there. I'm gonna put this to the side here. We don't need that anymore. I'm gonna throw this off the table. So on top of here, we have the brand new battery that comes along with it. This is the Canon LP-E6NH. It's a slightly higher capacity. I believe it's somewhere between 10 and 20% more power than the old batteries. One of my biggest fears with moving over to the mirrorless camera was obviously the batteries, having to switch out nonstop. I can say with the Canon R6, I've gone through about 3 batteries, and that was almost 7 or 6,000 photos in a wedding day. For me, that's really impressive actually. I changed it over once in the middle of the day since I have the battery grip, and I was able to pretty much shoot the entire day without switching in the second time. So super awesome. Here's a little close-up of the battery. You can tell the difference because of that crazy little logo right there, and that will show you exactly what we have going on. This way you don't get them mixed up, and if you are shooting with mirrorless and regular cameras, it allows you to separate your batteries and put the more powerful ones in the mirrorless so you don't have to worry about it. Next up, we have, oh no way, a charger. If you don't know what a charger is, I'm sorry to tell you that I'm not going to explain it. But that is the Canon charger, and believe it or not, this actually fits in there as I'm going to explain it now. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. Now, Canon has done something a little bit different now from other cameras, and it's all form-fitted, super nice. So if you are a box keeper, aka somebody that likes to keep their boxes from their cameras for resale value, they make it super easy to repack this stuff. Everything is built in and has its own little cubby hole. So when you sell it off to the next person, they have it. That being said, throwing it off to the side, don't really need it. And now here we go. The holy grail. The absolute, look, I'm gonna bring it up like it's a ghost. No. I didn't even make that noise. That came from the box itself. It does make some noise though. So here we go. The Canon EOS R5. And it is everything I pretty much hoped and dreamed. It's awesome. This has the top display, obviously different from the EOS R6. Generally, the back buttons and everything else is pretty much exactly the same. A little higher megapixel. One of the best things I found with the EOS R6 was just the customizability. But essentially, every single one of these buttons up on the top, including the manual function, record button, the lit button is something that's not on the R6. The lock and everything else essentially has the ability to be customized into pretty much whatever you want it to be. Now, this is absolutely great when you're trying to get used to it. Coming from an EOS 5D Mark IV or whatever you might be, you can set those buttons to be what it was on the other camera. Making the transition from mirrored to mirrorless has been pretty much seamless, and some of the new features has just make it so much faster for workflow during the day. Now, on the back here, I'm going to open this up, and we have obviously the flip out display. Flip out display might be slightly larger than the R6. I'm not 100% sure though. The great thing with this is while shooting events and stuff like that, a lot of times I set up cameras that are kind of on the ground and they're remote triggered. Now, the awkward part about that is when I'm taking pictures, I constantly have to get down on the ground and pretty much lay my head on the ground just to see what the hell I'm shooting. Now with this, I'm able to angle it up and not look like a complete dumbass sitting on the floor of a church trying to see my angle. And it works the same way if you want to angle it down, so you're getting a higher up shot, or if you're doing it to yourself and actually seeing the video. Awesome feature. I haven't broken it yet, which is pretty amazing because I'm super rough with my gear. But either way, it's something super exciting from it. Now, left in the box is just going to be the strap, which I personally have always laughed about these straps. This is the obviously embroidered Canon EOS R5 strap, AKA the shoulder breaker. It is one of the most uncomfortable straps I've ever used. And if you are using it, it's great to have, but generally I never see people using these past opening up the box and then tossing them. Canon, if you're listening, I love your stuff. I've been using it for over a decade. Maybe it's time to redesign your strap so people actually wear it and you get more street cred because people are using the camera and they can see it from far away. Just a thought. This is the strap talking. Just kidding, I actually do need that. Thank you, oh wise hand one. Now all I'm gonna do is put the box back together real quick and just line things up so you can see what comes in it. It's pretty standard. We have the EOS R box, we have the EOS R5 strap, we have the EOS R5 camera, we have the new LPE6NH battery charger, attachment dongle, if you want to call it that, and we have the USB-C adapter cord. Now, one of my favorite things about this camera that I am super excited to try out is going to be the higher megapixel. So that being said, if you are a landscape photographer, this might really make your day, especially with the adapters that you can use for EF lenses. You have an EF lens that has on there with a circular polarizer. It's absolutely incredible. Just the fact that you don't have to have it on the front, unscrew, rescrew. It's literally you attach it to the back, attach your old EF lens on it, and now you can use it for everything else. Like I said, the LPE6NH battery, a little bit higher battery capacity, a little higher MAH. I've realized maybe it's because I'm shooting with older batteries, but essentially in a full wedding day shooting with the EOS R6 and having my backups, I went through about 3 total batteries shooting about 5,700 photos. So that is absolutely incredible, especially in the mirrorless world where, you know, you hear horror stories about having to switch out a battery every hour or 2 hours or whatever it might be. That being said, I think what we'll do is we will get a battery, we'll plug in to the EOS R5 and we will turn it on and see what we're looking at.